Hey folks, welcome back. So we're going to do this quest line here. Now this is kind of like wrapping up Whiterun, so to speak. So now sometimes these guys will approach you and you can, start up the quest line that way. Or you can just, go ahead and, ignore them at the time like I did in my game. And then, come kind of talk to them at your leisure. So now that I'm getting into it, this is going to be, just the video for the specific quest here. And you notice they kind of go away after you're done talking to them. Now I would go ahead and drop a hard save here. Reason being is depending on which way you decide to go, if you don't like your decision after you start getting into it a little bit, you can come back to that save point and, go the other direction. Alrighty folks, so let's go ahead and get a move on. Now we're going to go into the bar here, or whatever this is, the inn. And we're going to find that lady I pointed out a few videos ago.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything.
When I was doing my cooking video and I couldn't get my math right. So if you guys want a good laugh, check out the Skyrim video 12012E, like Echo. Yeah, it's a good time, about 2.5 minutes in or so. Alright, so go ahead and talk to her and, just ask her if she knows that the warriors are looking for her.
Please. Come with me. I need to speak to you privately.
And, you might have to pass time or something here if she's in bed, but I normally find her out and about. Now, before I actually go talk to her, as long as you're in the clear here, she's up there, quest arrow, quest marker is not within your field of view. You can actually squat down here as long as you're hidden and break into this lockbox. So yeah, a little fringe benefit to doing the quest line here. Alright, now she's going to pull a knife on you, but don't freak out, it's part of the storyline. You might want to play through the game more than once. The reason being is you have a choice here as to how you want to handle this. You can either side with her, or you can side with the warriors. So, you might want to just kind of read that quest line real thoroughly, listen to her dialogue, listen to exactly what she's saying there, listen to those warriors out front.
I don't know for sure.
The whole nine, just, you might want to immerse yourself into this one just a little bit. Now, at the end of the day, you're going to clear the quest no matter what.
Find me the moment the Alik'r.
So, just rest assured, no matter which route you decide to go, you're not going to break anything in the game. You're not going to miss out any vendors or any additional storylines or anything like that. It really just is up to you on how you want to play it. But, getting back to probably wanting to play Skyrim, more than one playthrough, it's just one of many different things that you can do different on a future playthrough. If you chose side with her on your first game, then maybe, choose side with the warriors on the second game, and just kind of see how it goes. Alright, folks, so that being said, I am going to go ahead and let you know how I like to play it. Okay, now I do have my quest marker activated. And this is actually white here and white one. The wing, you wascally wabbit! Go ahead and warp up to Dragon's Reach. Okay, and that quest marker will take you right to a door off to the right-hand side of the castle here. It's tucked way in the back. You wouldn't even know it was here. Okay, now you're going to have to cut a deal with the prisoner here to advance. Now this can be problematic, guys. This can be a glitchy thing. You've got to talk to the guy, but sometimes he just won't come to you. So if that's happening and you just can't get the icon, you might have to leave, go out, come back a couple of times to get them working right.
100 gold, I suppose.
Okay, so go ahead and offer to pay this guy's bail or whatever. And to do that, you'll have to talk to the guard at the front.
Done. Convince him to stay out of the city while you're at it.
Okay, once you got it paid, go ahead and... Come on, Poppy. Sometimes also if you just stand at the door, it might take a few seconds, but at some point he might even start working his way over to you.
You buy my way out of here, and I'll... Very well.
Okay, go ahead and tell him that the fine has been paid, so you don't need to worry about the guard unlocking the door.
You realize if you set foot in there, you're but that's your problem, not mine.
Guard!
Okay, so that's when you have to make your decision. So, you can either tattle on the guards and tell her what's going on, or you can, go side with the guards and tell them, you know, where she's hiding. So that's the decision part right there. And again, I don't know if I was real clear about that before, and I wanted to make sure I get that said. So, you know, once you either talk to Saadia or whatever her name is, or talk to the guards at that stage in the game, that's when you're making your decision. Alright, so, you know, I've already kind of, you know, played the game the way I normally play it. I sided with Saadia. And I'm going to go now kill the leader of this, whatever, the police force that's out to get her. And to do that, it is way out here. Now, the closest we've gotten to that in my walkthrough so far is probably going to be this area. Yep. So what I'm going to do now is find some rocks and play Ring Around the Rosie. All around the mulberry bush, the monkey chased the weasel. The monkey thought it was all in fun. Pop goes the weasel. But I am not giving up the opportunity to get a grand soul gem filled. Ooh, cool moon. Alright, enough fooling around. So yeah, no such luck on the giants or the mammoths, and that's okay, I got plenty. Right back over. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and head straight toward my quest marker there. So, you know, west, southwest-ish, more west. But there is a little spot here, and since I already got all my soul gems ready to rock and roll, let's go ahead and fill us up some empties. So there should be a bear or several here. Can't really remember which. Or maybe not. Do it! In addition to some loose lootables. Okay, that's not the bump book. Lots of hides here, guys. Grab them all. That's all going right into our smithing skill. Moving right along, guys. I'm heading again straight toward that quest marker. Got some slaughterfish eggs there. And do not forget your Nimroot. That is gold right now. We got a quest for that. 20 of them. Somebody asked a question. This one comes from Cody Golden Boy. And I'm so sorry, I forgot the numbers now. You know who you are. Man, I really enjoyed chatting with you. But yeah, a question came up from you about the soul gems, like why are they different values? And man, honestly, that's a good question. I don't know. I've always noticed there's fluctuations there in values and stuff. So say you fill up, you know, 10 petty soul gems, they might not all 10 be the same value, you know, for gold. Yeah, they all still work the same way with enchanting and recharging weapons and stuff, but you know, I did always notice that fluctuation in value, and honestly, I don't know what that's from. So I guess the reason I'm bringing this up is, first of all, to say thank you for the question, but second of all, to see if anyone out there might happen to know. You know, my different working theories on this. You know, I've had a little bit of time to think about it. You know, maybe something you said there in your comment, you know, about different levels and stuff having to do with it, and you know, maybe I just don't know. So you know, I just thought I'd throw the question out there to the audience and see if we can get an answer on it. If not, you know, maybe one day I'll just kind of play the game for a few hours on my own and just kind of experiment, you know. Kill 10 mud crabs and see if they all value the same. You know, and then maybe kill a rabbit or something in there just to see if there's one that's different. So yeah, there's probably a way to find out, but I don't know, I just like to kind of see what the audience says about that. Definitely appreciate it if you guys do know out there. If you wouldn't mind leaving a quick comment. Alright guys, so we are here. Go ahead and ready yourself for combat. Now there's going to be some bandits right off the top. And I want to make sure my bow is still good and charged for this combat. You had to walk in a little ways, but they were there. Dude, he's got some beef to him. Gemstones, nice, nice. I'm almost out of Forsworn arrows, man. I really got to craft some arrows. I'm gonna loot around. I'm gonna take a real good close look at stuff. And if there's anything super valuable, I'll kind of come back online there and point it out. So you'll probably notice there's some lighting up there. I'll get to that here in just a second. That's actually going to be the way out. But yeah, this ledge up here off to the left is where our hidden chest is going to be. Little bit of gold. Never hurt nobody. Alright, there should be a little bit of a nest coming up in here. I'd really like to plug that guy. Actually, either one of these, but I'll get the farther away one again so that all the NPCs go back to look at that person. And I just missed her. Terrible, terrible. I probably could have gotten some sneak damage in there, but I guess I got myself in a little bit of a hurry. Now, he hurts. That weapon he's holding, those things do a little damage. Any kind of two-handed swinging weapon like that that's coming after you, especially the hammers, you might just want to keep a little distance there. You got it? She's got it. After we start getting in here a little further, it'll start turning over to those warriors. Okay, some loose lootables back in this little cubby. And I think that's pretty much it for this room. If you need to cook up a quick meal, feel free to do so there. Now, I am actually going to cook a couple of things. Now, this is one that I actually like, the beef stew. It's got, you know, takes quite a lot of ingredients there, unfortunately. But, you know, I really like, you know, instead of always relying on my adrenaline rush, especially when I was a newer player, I liked having the beef stews there so I could really get, you know, good use out of my bow and arrow, and that stamina would just generate, you know, a little bit quicker there. Not only that, it gives you those 25 points right off the top, and you can also stack that with a potion, a stamina potion that does the exact same thing. So yeah, you know, just, you know, I'm going to really try to demonstrate that stack. It is fun, you know, and definitely worthwhile to showcase. I also like the crab stew because that also gives you that health benefit. So, you know, I'll try to demonstrate a couple of those as well. Alright, once you're done in here, just go ahead and the only other way out is this way. And just to kind of give you a frame of reference, we're kind of going downhill now. This is probably going to be a real good time to drop a soft save. Because if I remember, if this is the cave I'm thinking of... So yeah, there's going to be a guy walking around up here, but a whole bunch of them sitting off to the left. So I'm going to plug the guy up topside first.
What was that?
Oh, I didn't drop him. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, so they're all going to come after you at that point. I was really trying to hopefully, you know, get some sneaking in there, get some kills in before they were all alerted, but it just wasn't meant to be. And that dude up there with the ice, he's smart. Lydia is in my way. Okay, I'll let her go. Now you can wear the frost boots, and that'll help you a little bit in here with the incoming damage, assuming you've got the frost protection items. So yeah, I really like to try to focus on him and get him out of the way, just because he is so deadly. And I like to stay in here for cover. The problem is, between the Flame Astronaut and the Follower, they can kind of box you in, and it makes it hard for you to get out there and do anything. So, you know, do keep that in mind. It's nice to have cover, but at the same time, you know, it can be a problem getting out here into battle. Okay, now that guy probably came around. Yes, he did. Okay, now would be a great time to drink healing potion. Do that, but I also want to eat that meal I just cooked up. Beef stew it is. Okay, so you saw I got that little nudge there at that extra stamina, and then it'll gen up a little bit faster here. Now, again, you can stack that with the potions. And I think I specifically kept a stamina potion on hand just so I could demonstrate this. Okay, so it's not as good as the adrenaline rush, but you can see that bar's moving up there. Yeah, look at Lydia go. Oh, I just tagged her, my bad. Sorry, y'all look alike. I'm about to die. I think one of the problems is my bow's out of charge again. That's always an issue. Alright, let's get this done. No more fooling around. Once the mage is dead, the fight gets a little easier. Of course, as soon as I say that, I get plugged. Alright, don't forget the bad guys that tried to get you in the cave. Go back through and do all your looting. So yeah, I probably said before coming in here it was going to be a hairy fight. It's really helpful if you can pick some of them off before they all come after you, for sure. Okay, there are some goodies over here, guys. Gemstones, gemstones, gemstones. Not only that, there's some, you know, jewelry sitting there, some gold. Good stuff. You might even find some pieces on the floor. Alright, guys, I already looted all my bodies. I've got... Ooh, ale, I need that. I don't believe I have ale yet. So yeah, the good thing about getting it all done in one fell... Oop, there's possibly more in here sometimes. Sometimes they don't all aggro on you. And you might find one or two more in here, so do be aware of that. I barged right in, not even thinking about it. Okay, got a treasure chest right in the front here. Okay, there's a bump book in here, so go ahead and grab that. And I've already read that one. So I didn't actually get the bump, but you absolutely will, you know, assuming you haven't read it yet yourself. And look at this, guys. Nice little hiding spot for some free metal. I think that's pretty much it for this little cavern, moving right along. Now, I'm not really sure exactly when it's going to start changing over to the warriors. We've got to be getting real close here, though. So, just to give you a frame of reference, this is where that very first guy was walking around. The very first guy that I shot and didn't actually kill. So, you know, now that I'm remembering back to playing this through, I probably usually plug the guy sitting at the table first. And then everybody kind of goes down here to see what's going on. And then from there, I can pick off another one or two before I get involved. That's what it was. Okay, so I couldn't actually demonstrate that, but hopefully you'll have better luck than I did in thinning the herd a little bit before the party really gets going. Alright guys, so you know, the only way out. Now I think this is where it might turn over, so again, it's probably another good time for a save. And go ahead and get yourself combat ready. That's right, there's going to be some dialogue here. So you're not going to be going into combat just yet.
Your strength, warrior. Let's avoid any more bloodshed. I think you and I have some things to talk about.
Okay, so now they give you another decision here. You can either kill him, just, you know, straight up, or you can talk to him and then kill him. Or you can talk to him and cut a deal, you know, to get back at the girl. So, I'm just going to go ahead and walk you through a little bit of these dialogue options, and I'm just telling you right now the way I normally play it is kill them all.
and you have proven
You know,
your
I
skill in
kind of feel bad for the girl getting,
Let us
you know,
talk a moment.
whatever. I'm not going to ruin
No
it for
one
you
else
guys,
needs
but
to die. I think we
you know, I
can
do
all
recommend you play it
profit
both
from the
ways just to
situation
kind of,
in
you
which we
know,
find
get a
ourselves.
feel for the entire.
My men will not attack you if you will lower your... Of course. Did she... No doubt she's convinced you that she pursue her. Assassin? Saadia, you can help us with that.
Okay, so this is, you know, you get through the dialogue options however you want there, but eventually you're going to get to this point. So if you really want to do, you know, change your mind, you're probably going to want to go with this option. If you want to follow through with, you know, doing what you came here to do, then that's the option you want right there. But, you know, there's some more storyline and stuff here in here. So, you know, again, just as you're making your decision, just try to immerse yourself a little bit in everything they're saying. And, you know, take the time to read all the dialogue options.
I'd hoped we could work... That she's the... I'd hoped we could... That we could avoid... Very well then. If that's the way...
Alright guys, let the party begin. As soon as that dialogue option ends, it is game freaking on.
Wanna play it?
So right away I'm going to pop a flame astronaut because it's going to get real hairy real quick. Now I like to kind of get him first. The guy with two swords. He is Camu or whatever. Okay, and once that happens, you know, I'm taking high ground here, notice. I'm kind of using my follower and my flame astronaut as human shields, and that's okay. Okay, I think we're down to 1 now. So yeah, that's another reason I like to do the fighting from up here. For one, I can get after, you know, get after the leader right away, and then, you know, it bottlenecks. So it's just a real good, you know, combat advantage to be up here. Now that's not always going to work out. You know, something is going to go wrong. You can die here for sure because there's just so many of them. But you know, that's why we went ahead and put that save there. Okay, and I don't think any of them really have any loot that's worth a darn. But I'm going to check this chest here. Ooh, Amulet of Talos. I like that one. So when you shout, it speeds up the recharge. It is nice to have when you're going through the shouts. Alright guys, the leader, whatever his name is. And in case you're wondering, these scimitars aren't really good weapons. So he's the only one with any real decent loot. He's got the gold. Have you seen those guards from Hammerfell? They've got curved swords. Curved swords! Feel free to exit stage left, and you are done. And this is that part I pointed out earlier, where I said we would come out and we will be right back by the entrance. Alright folks, so just simply warp back to Whiterun, go back to the inn, or wherever the quest marker is taking you at this point,
This is an ode to Skyrim's
and go ahead and talk to her and let her know all is well.
Any news of the Alik'r?
Go ahead and let her know
At
what's up,
last.
and
Take
you
this
are
reward.
done.
For now, I will
Folks,
maintain
if you
my
enjoyed the
peace.
video, please take a moment to
always
like, share,
welcome in the
subscribe,
banner
and comment. As always, it's very much appreciated. In the meantime, I really hope that helped you all out. Best of luck and happy hunting.